What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here. In this video, we're taking a look at some of the new products that have arrived in the office over the last few months, whether it is Hasselblad's first new flagship camera in like 5 years, the new Frameworks desktop computer, which is a new form factor for them, or the new DJI Mavic 4 Pro drone that has incredible updates when it comes to image quality and native vertical, accessories for your desk setup, or AI tools. We have a ton to cover, so if you guys enjoyed a series like this, make sure to go ahead and let me know. As always, I'm gonna be giving away an item from this video, so if you want to enter, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, leave a comment down below with your Instagram username, and a member of my team will be contacting you in 2 weeks directly on Instagram. So this right here is the new Framework desktop computer. And if you guys don't know, Framework is a company that makes laptops traditionally that you're able to order all the different parts to, build it yourself, and you also have the options of changing all the different ports based on what you need, and it focuses on modularity and upgradability. I feel like this type of approach has always been very fascinating. We saw it with smartphones in the past, and hopefully in the future with like cameras, for example, but in the computer world, it just makes a lot of sense. This is the first of its kind for Framework. It is a desktop model, and it actually has a lot of power for gaming, AI, and compute in just this 4.5-liter frame. It is powered by an AMD Ryzen AI Max processor. You can spec up to 128 gigabytes of RAM, and it's also fun, fully customizable, and just like the rest of the Framework lineup, you can pick the different ports that you might need right here. But I mean, so impressively light, it looks great, and you can also change the color of the tiles on the front. So this right here is the new Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, the largest size in the entire lineup, and I had the chance to get a hands-on during their event in New York, whether it was the Fold, the 10, 10 Pro, and the 10 Pro XL, and honestly, I think it looks great. I personally really like the new gray color, but this teal green right here has a really elegant touch to it that feels soft and friendly, and you also have like the chrome finish that goes all around the edge, seamless chamfers, and very much a typical Google design. The aesthetics are one thing, but when it comes to the size of the 10 Pro XL, it has a 6.8-inch display, has the stock Android experience, and it has the latest Google Tensor G5 chip, which is really focusing on AI performance. You have a triple camera setup, including a 50 megapixel main camera, as well as a 48 megapixel wide camera and a 48 megapixel telephoto camera. And a lot of where Google thrives is in terms of its AI processing technology and imaging aspects with the upgraded ISP. It has a brighter Super Actua display with a peak brightness of 3300 nits. And I feel like with Google's latest lineup, it has some small refinements here and there, some of which you're going to care about more than others, but generally speaking, it is an incremental update. So if you guys remember years ago, there was a company called Eve, and they made the Spectrum monitor that was incredibly impressive for the price, and it competed against a lot of monitors that were much higher price points. Well, they're now called Doe, and the monitor that I've checked out is the Spectrum Black. It comes in a 32-inch or 27-inch size, 1440p 4K resolution, OLED panel, and it also has a Gorilla Glass finish, and it comes in a matte finish. The difference between a Gorilla Glass and a standard glossy screen is that the Gorilla Glass, with its rigidity, also provides reflective advantages as well, as you can see with the test on their site. But this monitor has really nice colors and contrast. It comes in at $799, but if you add the hub, it gives you up to DisplayPort 2.1, which comes in at a higher price, but you do have a refresh rate of 240 Hz, G-Sync, FreeSync, and you can choose if you need a stand or not, so you're really just paying for exactly what you need. For the price point of $799, on paper it has a lot of the same specs elements of my ProArt display from Asus, which is very well calibrated. It's a great monitor overall, but if you don't need some of the additional features that you get on that monitor, then the Spectrum Black is the one for you. So what makes the Cool Tech series so interesting is that you guys have seen me push the boundaries of what cool tech means, not only with consumer tech, but in everyday products, in cars, in travel, and in lifestyle scenarios. And similar to science, it can apply to things that we may not expect. This right here is the OKAPA Bottle, and it is probably the most over-engineered water bottle that essentially redefines what a premium water bottle should be. It's available in so many fun colors, and that is what first caught my eye. And when it comes to the material standpoint, it has a hygiene-first engineering, which is made with medical-grade borosilicate glass that resists bacterial growth and mold, which is a very common issue within consumer water bottles. It also has food-grade polymer, so it won't leach or absorb odors. And all of the materials are recyclable, and the modularity allows the specific parts to be replaced. And it also has 4 silicone safety seals that ensure leak and spill-proof experience. But what makes it so unique is that it strikes a balance between design, function, and performance. And the design of the bottle really only can be achieved with the highest quality materials and precise engineering down to the microns. It has a bit of like a barrier between the actual bottle elements and the outside shell, which is made from anodized aluminum. Use press to open it, of course, just like any other bottle, and it also has a lock to ensure that your water bottle does not explode or have the entire cap open up, getting liquid all over your bag. So if you guys want to go and check out the OKAPA water bottle for yourself, I'm gonna drop a link down below. So this right here is Samsung's latest and greatest tablet, the Galaxy Tab S11. There's also an S11 Ultra, and I feel like a lot of times I'm reviewing iPads, checking those out, but I still like to see what is available on the other side of things for those who may not be part of the Apple ecosystem. And specifically, I've been getting a lot of questions as to my opinions of the Galaxy Tab S11, especially from some of my Android user friends. This device is very powerful, but I think it all starts with the display when it comes to Samsung, and it has one of the most beautiful displays that I have seen on a tablet, being an 11-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X 120Hz display that is up to 1600 nits of brightness. I think just from enjoying like movies, TV shows, having that optimization and the beautiful screen is huge, but it is also great for gaming because of the 120Hz refresh rate, and on top of that, it comes in at just 5.5 millimeters in thickness, is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus, and paired with 12 gigabytes of RAM, an 8400 milliamp hour battery with 45 watt fast charging compatibility. It is also IP68 water and dust resistance, which is actually not that common on a tablet. You have Galaxy AI features, S Pen support, DeX, and those are all of which, especially if you are a Samsung Galaxy smartphone user who are already part of that ecosystem, then this will make you feel right at home with some of the proprietary features not only within Android, but within Samsung alone. I think the experience is really anchored by the display though, which is key for a tablet. And if you're looking to go for a larger one with some improved specs as well, there is the S11 Ultra. So I'm gonna drop a link down below if you guys wanna check it out. As a creator who has a lot of projects on the go and a relatively small team, there's always ways that I'm trying to optimize my business, make it smarter, and allow me to focus on the creative aspect. And I want to give a huge thanks to Genspark AI for sponsoring this video. Genspark is an entire team of AI models that is orchestrated to pick which AI tool is the best for each task. In this case, I used Genspark for my recent ultimate headphone comparison video, starting with the AI Deep Research tool to do a deep dive and help me gather all the objective information and facts needed. I then used the AI slides to help me create a polished presentation deck to lay out all of the key information in an easy to digest format. Lastly, I utilized the AI designer to help me design and visualize some thumbnail ideas for the video, and I was able to do all of this by myself without needing a team or outsourcing any of the work. And there's also examples such as Super Agent and AI Developer, which is able to take complex multi-step projects such as building a full website, and it picks the best models and tools for each step. It allows you to get more done without having to hire or outsource, and it gives you a better end result in a much shorter amount of time and cost. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out Genspark AI for yourself, I'm going to drop a link down below, and you'll get 100 credits every day to try it out for free, or you can use my link to get 10% off your purchase. So So recently I just finished building out my tech loft, and perhaps the most impressive aspect of that loft is my Bang & Olufsen speakers. I did a whole video deep diving the entire setup and the process behind it, but I'm someone who has been a fan of Bang & Olufsen for as long as I could remember. It is a lineup of products that I dreamed of way back when, and I would hope to have in my house one day. And I love their focus on quality, heritage, design, and also their collaborations with Formula One and some of my other favorite brands as well. Specifically, one speaker that I had always wanted was the Biosound Theater. The Biosound Theater is something that I was just captivated by the day that it was announced. It has like the sliding design, which you guys know I have overdone in my properties, and it is a soundbar that has Dolby Atmos, and it also has this aluminum wing that you can pick in all different colors, just like the wood tones, to fit the size of your TV. In this setup, it was a 65-inch TV, and the speaker comes equipped with 12 drivers in total, configured as 2 tweeters, 4 full range, 1 mid-range, and 2 woofers. And they are firing on the front, up, and side, which, especially when it comes to multi-dimensional sound, is really important in any good soundbar, but especially one at this premium class. Speaking of that though, I also have a Biosound Shape. It is a custom design, consulted, and installed shape speaker that is integrated into the staircase leading up to the higher level. I definitely went back and forth trying to figure out what color to get for quite a while, and finally I landed on a configuration that adds a bit of tones and neutrality to the wall, and I mean, it turned out incredible. These fine fabrics are so high quality, the dimensions of the entire speaker, and the BioConnect core is actually integrated within, which allows you to stream all your favorite music platforms and also use the Bang & Olufsen app. You can configure it from 10 to 40 speakers, which is just an insane build, and I believe mine has 18 squares. And I mean, the Biosound Shape and the Biosound Theater are the latest examples of Bang & Olufsen's incredible products, and if you're willing to invest the money in something that is beautiful, high quality, and be part of that ecosystem, I mean, it's one that you can really build and expand on to a crazy extent. So this is the Hasselblad X2D II 100C camera. It is the new flagship camera from Hasselblad, and alongside it, they actually launched a new lens, the 35-100. But I was so excited about this because I was someone who already shot on Hasselblad before, whether it was the 907X 100C or the previous generation X2D 100C. Both were very impressive cameras, but there's always been questions about the versatility of it, whether it is a camera that is easy to use on the go or needs like a specific studio setup. And I feel like with this generation, they've improved vastly on the versatility and usability of it thanks to a few key features. It has the same 100 megapixel sensor as before, but it has an improved 10 stops of in-body stabilization, which is 5 axis, phase detection autofocus, which is something that they didn't have before, and I feel like those two features especially make it great for run and gun photography, low light photography, and it has in-camera HDR, which is a first of its kind, and it also has a 3.6-inch improved tilt display. So again, versatility, being able to have those angles, and something that I particularly wanted to see was a joystick, and they have added that as well. The grip has also been slightly improved, and the lens I feel like is just as exciting because the 35-100 millimeter is just such a wide range. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out my full review of that, I'm going to drop a link down below as well. So this right here is the new DJI Mavic 4 Pro, and I'm someone who loves to use DJI drones. They do launch a lot of drones, and I hate having to spend money every single year, but I feel like this one is one that I can use for many years to come because it has native vertical, thanks to the 360-degree gimbal. The main camera is a 100 megapixel 4/3 size CMOS sensor, which lets in a ton of light, looks great as a main lens, has 6K 60 and a 28mm focal length, but on top of that, they've also improved the other two lenses a lot, which is great because I felt like the previous generation, the other lenses were just, I mean, definitely a pretty big step down from the main sensor. Again though, the most important thing for me is the fact that it is native vertical, so whenever I need to, I can just rotate the sensor entirely and capture a beautiful vertical video in 6K. So this is the Espresso Pro 15-inch display, and it's probably the highest quality portable display that you can get, and it's great for anyone who wants to extend the productivity of your workflow, have more real estate to work with, or even create a mobile desktop-like setup for people who work a lot on the go. And Espresso is a company that's been around for a while, and they've made a very high quality display when it comes to the image and also the actual build. It is completely built out of durable aerospace aluminum, and you can just feel it. From the stand to all of the accessories that you can get for it, it feels amazing. And it is a 15.6-inch 16:9 LCD panel that has a 4K 3840 by 2160 resolution. They focus on the image quality as well as the actual productivity, and it gives you like that iPad-like experience on your actual computer. The brightness is a peak of 550 nits. It also has over 1 billion colors and 100% Adobe RGB coverage. And on top of that, it also has 2 USB-C ports with power pass-through. And in terms of drawing power, it gets it completely from your computer. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.